I'm getting to that age. I'm grown up. I've got mates, getting married and having children. This is new to me. My life's changing. You don't get a night out as often. The weekend is no longer an excuse in itself. You don't get a night out. It's rare. But when they happen, it's a rollover and they go on far too long. I think anybody can party like the newly married man, the new father. I hear One Direction singing. They're going to go crazy, crazy, crazy. Until they see the sun, and rappers singing, gonna party until 6 in the morning. All these parties that have got scheduled end times. That's not what happens when your mates start getting married and having children and you get a night out. They go on far too fucking long. People don't want to go back to the life that they're creating for themselves. Mayhem ensues at the suggestion of a 6 in the morning curfew. You want to call it a night? Want to fuck, man. 1 more hour, the spar's open, we'll go and get cans. The adult empty, it's a bleak affair, the empty, 10 years on. Some paranoid wreck walking through your living room looking for a Nokia charger. 17 missed calls, I better fucking text her. Highlights of a game of FIFA on the PlayStation that was finished about 3 hours ago, still playing. 2 guys snorting cocaine, talking about a fight they had in primary school. Listen, I'm fucking glad we sorted that tonight, bud. Me and all, mate, I was out of order that playtime. I was out of order. 35-year-old guy still using expressions like playtime. That was me, it was out of order, mate. I'm the one that kept throwing fizzy cola bottles at you. I knew. You had to be seen to be doing something about that, mate. I understand. You never need to call us a VL, but that was out of order on your part. At 6 in the morning, Nokia guy arguing with his missus by text. I told you I was having a mad one. His only justification for having a mad one. He fucking told her he was having a mad one. And then staying on the offensive. I thought you were going to your mum's to watch Strictly anyway. It's fucking 6 o'clock in the morning, Ryan. How the fuck am I supposed to know what time Strictly finishes? And looking at the telly, looking at the PlayStation, thinking it's fucking Sky Sports. Here, when did Motherwell beat Colombia? That's fucking some result for the well, isn't it? Colombia have their full team playing, aye? I should stock money on that. 7 red cards. Is there a bit of needle between the two? 6 in the morning. That's tough. Watching guys grow up against their will. Watching somebody going through an old VHS case that's been used as a joint rolling station for years. Raking through the paraphernalia, trying to find something smokable. There's a bit of green in there, press my finger on that. There's plenty here, gentlemen, the night is but young. A bit of green stuff, tobacco, scrape that in. Hells, there's always hells in the rolling tray. I thought I'll put the pubes in, who gives a fuck? Lying there in emotional purgatory, trying to get a knackered disposable lighter to work, the only lighter in the party. Them big long flicks, I'm on your piece of shit. Eventually, getting a bit of blue flame and going, yes. And then the S blows it straight back out again. It's hard to watch a married man lighting a pube joint off the toaster. you take drugs, Johnny? There's the cameraman, that's it. You hinder his future employment prospect. I'm only joking. I don't take drugs. I used to smoke weed, Johnny. I used to smoke. I get busted. You know how I get caught? We were having fajitas one Sunday as a family, and I rolled a fucking belter. And I aroused far too much suspicion. From that day forward, I was under surveillance. It was evident I had obtained these skills elsewhere, no doubt through illicit activity, as this was the first time we had ever sampled Mexican cuisine as a family. I'm taking a back seat, letting everybody else go first. They're putting together these big abominations, big baggy, reckless bastards. Salsa bombers going down their t-shirts. I'm biding my time, just surveying the devastation at the table, the mess. My own family, a disgrace to the art of rolling. Then I stepped up. I'm saying, pass me the skins. The tortillas, Dad. I took 3 tortillas out of the packet. There's the hash smokers in there. Are you having 3 fajitas, Kevin? No, Gran, I'm going to stick these together with some guacamole. Don't worry, Gran, you'll get a pass. And don't hog it, I know what you like, and don't get it all wet at the end. Putting the grated cheese right across my setup there. You get a grinder for a chick? Don't say grinder, shut up. No. Rolled it up, tucked it right in. Asking my gran to take it off her crucifix so I could just stuff a bit down at the end there. Just about stopped myself before I ripped a bit of cardboard off the old El Paso box. 6 in the morning. Where are you from, Johnny? Airdrie. Good to see. There we go. We've got a wee fan club there. Got people. Woo! People booing. Airdrie, obviously. Coatbridge, Airdrie. We would feed a bit of racial animosity in this city, in Glasgow, when we get our terrorist attack. Remember that? Glasgow airport. We got our own little terrorist attack. Pretty proud of that. Kind of put us on the map. Islamic fundamentalists attacked New York, Madrid, London, and then Glasgow. We were fucking flattered. My dad had a tear in his eye. It's a proud day, son. That's us on the telly. Look, I've been there. I've parked there. And everybody had a laugh, but terrorism does have a negative side. It did create a kind of racial divide. I witnessed this firsthand on a train going down south, on this train. Just me sitting here and a middle-aged guy sitting just along a bit. Now, a couple of stops later, a woman of Asian appearance boarded the train and sat beside the middle-aged guy, who immediately stood up and walked away. Right? You ever seen that film, Snakes on a Plane? And this was Jake's on a train, right? That's funny, right? Walked away, right? The middle-aged guy stood up and just walked away and sat beside me. He started to nudge me. Well, that way a scumbag presumes that you're also going to be a scumbag. Nudging me, and he's pointing. And he said, I don't fancy sitting beside her, pal. No chance. She'll be one of the suicide bombers. I'm taking no chances. I
thought I can see your logic here, mate. You thought she might be a suicide bomber, so you've came and sat 4 seats away. Seriously underestimating the power of Semtex. Thinks he's got a stink bomb. This is the jihad for Anna. Oh, it's fucking bouffing him. Out that window, smelly Taliban bastards. That is disgusting. Somebody get a can of Febreze, there's been a terrorist attack. That is absolutely minging. But you're stuck with the guy the whole way, going down south, going to London. The guy said, "Are you going to London?" And I said, "I'm going to London." And he said, "I don't like London." Guys like me and you, mate, we're the foreigners in London. They're coming over here, mate, and they're speaking Punjabi. I don't know the way the guy said Punjabi, it was pretty funny. They're speaking Punjabi. They're wearing these burqas, mate. This is our country. If they want to come into our country, they should at least be adapting to our culture. And I'm looking at this guy, thinking, I bet when he goes abroad, he really blends in. Walking about Lanzarote, looking for a Greggs. You don't understand my accent? A daily record, you dick.